Bailey, Shaw,
no, lane 1 is empty.
Right. Laws, Pettigrew,
Dugan.
Dugan. We sit watching the girls class 4 200 qualifying heats. This is heat number 1, the record 24.62 by Diana Johnson 2 years ago. And the ladies are off in this first heat of 200 meters. Looking good already. Is right of St. Elizabeth Technical on the curve. And further outside, Duggan of Heidel. They go around the curve together and looking good. It's right of Stets motoring down the straightaway, and on the outside Duggan of Heidel and those two well clear of the field. Too short to advance to the next round, and Satania right of Stets comes through to win heat number 1. Looking very comfortable out there. 26.4 for the first heat in qualifying for Satania Wright, and on the outside as the rails come up 26.36.
Not a bad time at all either.
Duggan 26.73 and Bailey of Tisha Golding 27.87. Lineup for this heat coming up: Bromfield Stets, Anderson Louisville, Clark Central, Marshall Manchester, Higgins St. Hugh's, Johnson Ocherios, and Hicklin of St. Jago. Clean start the second time. And running nicely for Manchester, Sydney Marshall. She looks really nice on the curve. Comes right past Higgins of St. Hugh's and heads into the straightaway well to the good. On the outside, Hickling of St. Jago trying to keep the pace. This is nice, smooth running by Sydney Marshall of Manchester. Looking really good. Nice, clean technique as well. And even though the breeze is blowing against her, she smoothly steps forward to take this heat number 2 of the girls' class 4 200 on the very inside. Looks like Bromfield of Stets comes in for second. That's 6.35. Little bundle of speed. Little lady from Manchester. And there are the times. Sydney Marshall, Manchester, 26.01. Janelle Bromfield of Stets, 26.62. And Hickling, 26.93. Heat number 3. Reese, Burton, look out for her. Buchanan, Powell, Edwards, Shaw, and Walters. Wind tugging at the numbers and blowing the ribbons in the hair of the young ladies. Clean start. Another fine start there for Rochelle Burton of St. Andrew High School. She smoothly runs the curve past O'Kalia Buchanan of Wilmers and heads into the straightaway. Fast on the outside is Walters of Homewood Tech as Burton. Nice first part of the race, being caught just a bit by Buchanan of Wilmers, and those two well clear. It's Burton of St. Andrew High who comes through to win that one. 25.66 on the clock downstairs, the fastest time yet in the girls class 4 200 meters, with Buchanan of Wilmers second and Natalie Walters of Homewood Tech on the outside looking to be third or close to it. 8.02 Rochelle Burton of St. Andrew. That's 25.58 for Burton.
Not a bad time.
O'Kalia Buchanan 25.73 and Walters of Homewood third, 26.67. The record 24.62, the fastest time so far, 25.6. And look out for Kishana Smith of Herbert Morrison. Her coach, Claude Grant, Coach Dexter Lee.
Set.
Slow start for Kishana Smith. In fact, she gets off nice around the curve. The slow starter behind her, but she's looking good. Smith of Herbert Morrison comes in the straightaway well to the good on the inside. Shaw of Excelsior going fast and in second place, but Smith looks really good. On the outside, Brooks of Homewood in third place, but Kishana Smith, long wide strides for Kishana Smith, leads in at the very end with Brooks of Homewood second and Renee Shaw of Excelsior third. That's 4.14 Kishana Smith of Herbert Morrison. Her time 25.71 and that also quite good. Brooks second, 26.42. Renee Shaw 26.65 in third. And there's a space. That space was there before as lane 5 empty for this heat. Ladies off in this heat, going fast on the outside. The very impressive Shanice Brown of Edwin Allen looked good at Central Championships and is running well in lane number 7. Vassal of Winston Jones trying to make progress, but on the outside, Shanice Brown of Edwin Allen. On the outside, Deborah Foster of Irwin pulls into second, and it's Brown and Foster who cruising to finish first and second. And again, the time looks to be something under 26 seconds. I've got 25.9 seconds. Wait for the official time to come through for Shanice Brown. Jodianne Petrie has impressed sprint fans all season with her foot speed and improving mechanics. We'll see if she can impress the impressive Judith Cuthbert. Petrie in the yellow top and the green shorts in lane number 7, going fast, going well too. From camper down is Randy's Ennis on the inside in lane number 3. Ennis looks good, and so too does Jodianne Petrie. Petrie on the outside, Ennis on the inside. The yellow vested Jodianne Petrie looking comfortable, arms across her body but still fast. It's Jodianne Petrie easy in qualifying here. The Camperdown girl Ennis in second. Jodianne Petrie impressive. 25.8 unofficial. Juliet Cuthbert, she's quick.
She's very quick.
26.11 for Jodianne Petrie, with Randy's Ennis of Camperdown well back at 27.20, and Chevelle Kavanagh of Jonathan Grant 27.49.
Set.
On the inside, going fast is Vaslov's and Andrew High. On the outside, Safia Thompson. Also chasing Janik Brown of Woolmers in lane 6. Thompson and Brown come off the curve together with Vaslov's and Andrew on the inside. On the outside, Safia Thompson, impressive at JC this year. Smooth and compact sprinting from Safia Thompson, running into a stiff homestretch breeze, but doesn't trouble her because she's efficient and comes with Vassal on the inside. 26.6 for 9.75 Safia Thompson of San Diego. This is the final heat.
Set.
Lane.
Long hold by the starter. Clark on the inside from Eden Allen, eating up ground in a hurry, coming past Powell, and then Thompson of Manchester. Those two enter the straightaway together. On the outside, Morgan of Heidel. She's looking good too. Morgan on the inside, Clark, and Clark surges through the first 50 of the straightaway and takes the lead. It's Shelley's Clark of Eden Allen and Morgan of Heidel, comfortable across the other side of the track. 2-4-5, powerful Shelley's Clark of Eden Allen. As we get set for heat number 1, girls class 3, 200 meters, and look out for Sakine Cameron of Eden Allen on lane number 6.
Set.
Sakine Cameron, second this event last year to Diana Johnson of Homewood, runs a splendiferous curve all the time. On the inside from William Neighbours, Clark going well too, but on the outside stepping Jewel Silvera looking fast for Herbert Morrison, and Cameron trying to come after her, but Silvera looking good again. Fine sprinting by Herbert Morrison, and they go first and second by a long way. It's Jewel Silvera of Herbert Morrison from Saki Cameron of Eden Allen. Silvera 25.47, Cameron 25.68, and Natasha Walker, I think she lost her spike, 26.39 in third. And, looking out for one of our successors now, close to us in lane 8, Diana Johnson. Comfortable start for Johnson, and Johnson cruising on the curve. Has a little knee wobble, waiting to see if she is fully fit. Just cruising down the stretch. On the inside, going fast from Veertech is Roberts of Veertech, and too short to advance. Diana Johnson does get into second, with Roberts of Veertech coming through to win it, with Diana Johnson cruising into second, and near the end quite close, but 26.11 for Shante Robert of Veertech, and Diana Johnson just trying to do enough to qualify without working too hard on the curve.
Set.
Wonder any relation to a helps that I know.
Shauna Helps in bright yellow and maroon steps quickly off in the first 100 meters and heads for the curve in front. Gordon of St. Jago trying to keep pace with her. She's got long legs. Richards on the outside coming on, but Georgiana Gordon, and on the outside Richards of Vertic all in the line now, helps, hits the gas and gets away from the girls in the gold vests and come through to win it. So it's Shauna Helps with on and off.
And that was really not a problem for Shauna. If you saw how she ran that race.
Kelly looked good at Gibson on the anchor leg for Woolmers in the 4x1s. So he looks now over 200 meters. Kelly, efficient drive phase out to the blocks, and now up at full speed sprinting. That's Kerry Kelly looking good, and comes into the straightaway, gets past the rest of the field in the top of the curve, and proceeds to sprint away from the field. Looking good is Grinnell of Old Harbour on the outside from Camperdown Maze, but Kerry Kelly gets through the breeze, eases down to 23.77 for Kerry Kelly of Woolmers. Jordan James in lane number 5, very good at 400 meters and begins to make ground on the curve, and comes past Gilbert Cummings of Godfrey Stewart. That's Jordan James. He's smooth and easy, Jordan James. Nice technical sprinter into the straightaway, well ahead. In second place, Herbert Morrison, Travis Daly, but Jordan James looking comfortable and impressive, and he cruises across the finish. Eases down near the end. The time 24.03 on the stadium clock, and James, very impressive. Look out for Roger Ferron in lane number 8 from Kingston College. Ferron of KC did a great job in primary school, and here is on the outside. Also going fast in lane number 2 is Clark of Hydale. He runs a nice curve, has the lead, and Ferron starts to come forward. It's Clark and Ferron, and a burst of speed by Roger Ferron dispatches Romario Clark, and it's Roger Ferron of KC who wins that heat, 23.53. Look out for Michael O'Hara of Calabar in lane 8. Tall and slim is O'Hara, and he gets going. Blackwood going fast for Jamaica College. Also on the inside, Gale of William Knibb. On the outside, O'Hara JC. Chasing him is Blackwood, but Michael O'Hara of Calabar separates himself from the field and hurries to the finish. That's a full sprint there, 23.39 for the outstanding hurdler in Class 3, Michael O'Hara, for heat number 1 in Class 2. Look out for Sharika Jackson of Vertec, 2 times the Curve champion, last year's Class 3 200 and 400 champion, just cruising here in qualifying around the curve. On the inside, Johnston of William going fast, but Sharika Jackson nicely off the curve. Deja Stewart in the sky blue looking good too, and here little pressing of the gas by Sharika Jackson, and in just a few meters displaces the field comfortably and comes through to win. 24.8. Wait for the official times. Heat 2 girls, Class 2 200.
Set.
Brown going fast for Woolmers. Outside her, Williams of St. Mary High. Allen of Edwin Allen looking good on the outside, and those two just a bit clear. It's Allen stepping past, looking good. Williams chasing her from St. Mary High, and Kissen Brown of Woolmers. This is nice sprinting by Claudette Allen. Breaks away from the field in the last straightaway and wins it with something to spare. 24.2 for Claudette Allen of Edwin Allen.
Set.
Jackson after a very quick start in lane 7 as expected, and runs right by Forbes of Tivoli on the outside. Jackson gets to the curve first and heads into the straightaway first as well. Witter of Excelsior in the bright yellow vest is going quite well. The field on the inside going fast with Daly of Homewood, but Deshaun Jackson looking excellent, eases down near the very end, maybe even too fast, and closes down to 22.7. The impressive Western champion is Denville Daly. He's in the yellow top and the blue shorts of Stets. And he moves out quickly in lane number 5. runs past the field on the curve and gets into the straightaway ahead and steps out. The field trying to chase after him. Morgan of Excelsior in second and comfortable, but Denval Daly very impressive, and 22.83 for Daly, and he comfortable all the way.
Set.
Good fast running by Vidal of Green Island. Breaks away from the field on the curve, and Pitta, a 400 man originally, gets to the front, barrels forward with a little bit of company, and they ease down near the very finish. Boys with Vidal of Green Island, and he's ahead of Cunningham of Guys Hill. Willis qualified for the under 17 200 Curve the Trials final, won the 400.
Set.
Davis of Mona High looking good on the curve in the red and runs a nice curve. Willis beside him from St. Diego. Those two advancing on the outside, going fast for Calabar is Drake, and he looks good. But here's Kadish Willis. He looks good. He and Drake of Calabar right together, and it's Kadish Willis of St. Diego who edges past to win. 23.23 for Kadish Willis of St. Diego. Here it is, 23.31 in heat number 4 for Kadish Willis, with Jason Drake of Calabar 23.38, and Alex Coley of Clarendon College 23.78, and George Smith of Homewood a bit back 23.88. There's a lineup. Look up for Gawain Williams of Herbert Morrison. He, in his first year Class 2, won medals in his first year, last year Class 1, and is the Western Championships 100 champion. And at Gibson Relays, bobbed and weaved through traffic to give Herbert Morrison a high place in the boys Class 2 4x2s. Williams, the 400 champion. Edwards Papine. Mitchell, Green, Jennings, Gawain Williams, Herbert Morrison, Dillon, and Siobhan Brown of Fair Prospect.
And Gawain the last to go in his box. Very focused.
Set.
Lennox Williams, the 400 man, scoots forward in lane number 1 and turns into the straightaway with a little bit of a lead. Going fast is Williams coming out to the pack for Herbert Morrison. It's Lennox Williams and Gawain Williams down the stretch in the boys Class 2 200, and the 400 man wins out. Time unofficial 22.8 for Lennox Williams, with Gawain Williams emerging from the pack to take second. 22.93 the time on the clock.